One of the greatest lies told by Satan is atheism. When I was 8 years old, I didn't believe in God. I thought that was nonsense. Only the material world is real, and everything else is wishful thinking. I remember lying awake at night, staring at the ceiling, terrified that one day I would cease to exist. I couldn't even compute it. One day, all of my memories are going to be gone. I was horrified for years and years. It was my waking nightmare. I didn't even want to think about it, because when I did, all I felt was darkness and emptiness. Until I made my peace with it, I realized that, hey, I can cease to exist at any second, but that hasn't happened yet, so until that happens, why worry about it? I was still scared every time that thought popped into my mind, but so, what? Until I started noticing weird things happening in my life, like multiple times the music player being on shuffle, and then I thought about a song, and that song played next. People talking about other people who were affected by witchcraft. Friends playing with Ouija boards and having experiences. I was shown that the material world isn't all there is. But even so, I can't control it, and it's not like on TV, where you break the laws of physics, become special, and have powers. You can affect the world, but not really, so why worry about it? Then, at 28, God saved me, and I realized that atheism is just another trick by the devil to get us to act in a way that's repugnant to God. If life has no meaning, our actions have no meaning. Even if we don't act immorally towards others, we'll still act in ways that are against God. I don't think there's really a need for God to show himself. Do we agree with his ideology or not? I think that's the point. Most men agree with a pretty woman because they want to sleep with her. However, if it were a normal man with less influence, would they still be on the same page? Can we see people be successful doing evil things while we keep on the narrow and righteous path? Or do we join them since they seem to be having more fun than us? Can we learn to submit to something other than ourselves? It's absolutely disgusting to hear parents teaching their children that there's no value in being honest. The world is filled with wolves, and you have to be the bigger one. And so, it's funny and sad when those children grow up and find an honest person that they want to have a relationship with, but all they know is to be dishonest. So, they get frustrated and act like the honest one is the one in the wrong for not acting like everyone else, without admitting that the dishonest ones want the honest ones for a reason. It's nice to fit in with other people, but it's much nicer to have someone that you can fully trust, that you can be your authentic self, and that makes you better. But do you have to act like a wolf? Do you? Do you have to perpetuate the cycle? Even if you're a righteous drop in a wicked ocean, shouldn't you be righteous just for the sake of being righteous? Don't you have any integrity? What's your life worth if you're that flaky? But that doesn't work, right? Why? Because we need something higher than ourselves, something way more powerful than all of us, to give us the strength to endure the pressures and temptations of this world, which is obviously the Holy Spirit. And he only works if he is indeed real. But if somehow someone could make you believe he's not, then where are you going to get your strength from? Atheists can be characterized as those who refuse to be fooled like the masses, without realizing they're the ones being fooled. And so, professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. I would like to invite you to seriously consider that if God is indeed real, and thus the devil, what would Lucifer have to gain from you not believing in Jesus? The first thing the devil did was to get us to doubt what God had said, and every day we're in a constant struggle to define what's really right and what's really wrong when we know the answer. However, that answer goes against our desires, and so we ignore it.